dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Section 7 AAA Playoffs semifinal girls basketball game here in Hermantown between the home team, the Hermantown Hawks, and the visiting team, the North Branch Vikings. My name is Mac Nelson, and I'll be on the call tonight here in Hermantown. It is playoffs, so we unfortunately do not have any video for you tonight. It's audio only, but that is okay because we are still going to be bringing you the call live right in the action here. So far, exciting gym. It's packed with energy. There's cheerleaders. There's a loud pep band going. It's going to be a good game here tonight. If we take a look at both of these teams, both of them are having a pretty solid season so far. Starting off with the Hermantown Hawks, the home team, of course, for tonight. Overall on the season, they are 17-8, and they are sitting pretty solid in their section at 10-1 in their section matches. Looking at their record, previously they played North Branch way back in December, and they won 65-52, so it wasn't exactly an easy win for them against these guys last time, but hopefully tonight goes the same way for them. In their mind, we're hoping for that. But they play a lot of very tough teams, and they are winning frequently against these teams, so it's one of those things where it's going to be an exciting matchup between this team as well as the other one. Looking through here, we got Cloquet. They won. They lose to Bemidji, beat North Branch, lose to Proctor, and then they go on a 7-game win streak against Irondale, Chisago Lakes area, Grand Rapids, Cloquet, Duluth, Denfield, Esco, and Duluth East. Then they take a loss to East Grand Forks. Then they beat Crookston, lose back-to-back against Rock Ridge and Proctor. Then they beat Hibbing, lose to Superior, win back-to-back against Mesabi East and Grand Rapids. Then they lose to Duluth Marshall, win back-to-back against Hibbing and Esco, and then lose to Duluth East, so splitting the series with them, and then beating Northwoods coming into this game. As for the playoffs, they beat Duluth Denfield already to make it to this match, and tonight they have to beat North Branch if they want to go on to play the section championship over. I'm not sure actually where that is. I almost said Hollenbeck Hall and St. Cloud, but I'm not 100% on that one. But if they want to go on to the championship, they're going to need to beat North Branch here tonight, and that's going to be no easy feat. Looking over here at the Vikings, they're coming in 16-11 on the season and 7-2 in their section. So I would say a pretty even split between these teams. Again, against Hermantown already back in December, they lost 65-52. So for these guys, they have to be looking at it like that this game is very doable. I mean, it was a close call before, so what's going to stop them from going ahead and pulling off the win here in Hermantown's home gym? Rather, I guess last time they played them here as well. So in Hermantown's home gym, hopefully taking the win from them on the road, which is always tougher to do. You got the atmosphere, you got the fans for Hermantown, so North Branch has got a tough feat ahead of them, but there's nothing telling us that these guys can't pull this game off. Looking at some of North Branch's games here, first starting off the season with a loss to Brand that me and Adam Hefty covered over there, and then back-to-back wins against Duluth Denfield and Two Rivers, back-to-back losses against Hermantown here and Rock Ridge, and then 3 wins in a row against Sauk Rapids Rice, Little Falls, and Big Lake. Then they lose to Becker and then go on a 5-game win streak against Chisago Lakes area, Grand Rapids, Cambridge Isani, Zimmerman, and Princeton. Then back-to-back losses against Monticello and St. Francis. Then a win against Big Lake, a loss against Becker, back-to-back wins against Cloquet and Chisago Lakes again, so they take that series for the regular season. Then they lose to Cambridge Isani, which is interesting to me because that means that they split the series with them. I mean, it was close games between Cambridge and Sandy both times, so I guess it wasn't as close the second time. But they split the series with them, so this team can contend with anyone in the section. Back-to-back wins against Hibbing and Zimmerman, then 3 losses coming into this game, so on a little bit of a losing streak to Princeton, Monticello, and St. Francis. You got to be looking at it coming into the playoffs here with a 3-game losing streak like that. It's hard to come back from. However, their game on Wednesday against the Chisago Lakes area, they pull off the win 60-45, so pretty handedly on their side of the court there. And now they're up against this team to go on to the finals here for the conference. Again, this is the Section 7 AAA semifinal playoff game versus of North Branch versus Hermantown. If you're just joining us, my name is Mac Nelson. You're listening on 100.9 FM. WCMP. And tonight is going to be an exciting matchup. Now, we do have a little bit of time here before we get into starting lineups and the national anthem and whatnot. So these teams are both battling it out against I would say, a pretty even matchup. Hermantown is 17-8. North Branch is 16-11. They're right in contention with each other. The only big difference is their section wins, with Hermantown having 10-1 and the Vikings having 7-2. So they're neck and neck with each other. I really think tonight's game is going to go either way. I have been fortunate enough to call a couple of North Branch's games out there. So I have seen them play. I know how they play. I know how their players facilitate and operate with each other. So I have a little bit of knowledge of that coming into the game. I haven't seen Hermantown. They're obviously way out of the way for a regularly scheduled game. This is playoffs, so anything can happen in playoffs. You know what they say, playoffs is a new season. So we're coming into this game, these playoffs games, both teams have won already to get to this level. They need to win again to get to the section finals. So both teams have it in them. They've made it this far. It's a new season. As for North Branch, like I said, I've seen them before, and I think they just got to play their game. They got to stay out of foul trouble, which they've had issues before with. They need to keep it clean out there. Sometimes they get a little chippy, and that causes some issues with fouls and a little bit of physicality coming out, especially for a couple of players. But tonight is just going to be an exciting matchup here between these two. I wouldn't call them behemoths of the section, but they're definitely up there. If we look at the Section 7 AAA here, looking at the Section 7 AAA, right now leading the standings for this section is Rock Ridge, but then it's Hermantown and North Branch. So, I mean, these two teams are right in it here, and so far throughout this, Grand Rapids, Chisago Lakes area, Duluth, Denfield, and Hibbing have all been eliminated from the playoffs so far. So it is just the top 4 teams in contention right now. So Rock Ridge is playing Cloquet, and Hermantown is playing North Branch today, which is the game that you're obviously listening to. So there's, I mean, we're basically at the behemoths of the section playing to get to that final. Whoever wins this game is going to play the winner of the Rock Ridge Cloquet game. And so with that being said, it's going to be best of luck to both of these teams in this playoff game here, as whoever wins it is going on to the finals. So with that being said, we are going to take a quick break and listen to a word from a couple of our sponsors, but we'll be right back for the starting lineups and then tip-off for this game. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back here on WCMP 100.9 FM.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam. and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, load up on deals like Heggy's Pizza, 2 for $16 with a new breakfast pizza available. Starbucks Frappuccinos are 2 for $7. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size for only $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon. Get ready for hunting and frying that turkey 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Free college is possible at Pine Technical and Community College. Students of all ages may be eligible for a tuition and fee-free pathway to education thanks to the new North Star Promise Scholarship. If you're a resident of Minnesota and have a family-adjusted gross income of $80,000 or less, apply online today for free and join us in high-demand programs such as nursing, gunsmithing, machining, automated systems, cybersecurity, early childhood education, liberal arts, and more. Whether you're starting out or starting over, learn more at pine.edu.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to 100.9 FM WCMP. My name is Mac Nelson. I'm here in Hermantown for tonight's Section 7 AAA playoff game between the Hermantown Hawks and the North Branch Vikings. We are getting into our starting lineups here for the two teams. We're going to start with the Hermantown Hawks, head coach by Eric Borndahl. Looking at their starting lineup, coming out with number 11, Danica Bolf, number 21, Bailey Hermanson, number 23, Aurora Decker, number 33, Isabella W., and number 55, Olivia Johnson. As for the North Branch Vikings, they are head coached by Joe Lattimore, and their starting five is as follows. Caitlin Lattimore, number 1. Number 2, Joanna Bartkey. Number 21, Ashley Bistido. Number 23, Ella Kuhlman. And number 32, Isabella Folkema. I've seen this team play before, and they like to play aggressive. Hopefully they're able to keep that aggression going and stay out of foul trouble tonight, and then they should be doing pretty okay going into this game. We are still getting through the starting lineups here. I do have to say, I love this area. I love the Duluth area. I'm very excited to be here. So a huge thank you to all of you guys listening right now. As if you were not listening right now, I would not be able to do this. Another huge thank you to our sponsors. Without them, I also would not be able to do this. You are the two reasons that I'm able to do this job, so I want to thank you all very much for listening, tuning in to me, and hearing my voice as I get to come to a high school and watch some high school sports here. And tonight we have an exciting matchup between these two teams. Like I said, both teams, in contention here. Winner has to go to winner goes to the finals to play another behemoth in this section. There's only 4 teams left. It's these two, and then Rock Ridge and Cloquet are playing I think they're playing today, if not at the moment. I'm not 100% on that, but they're playing to go to the finals. So both teams have a lot at stake here, and I'm just excited for this game to get underway here. As both players come to the center of the court, they shake hands. And ref is coming in now. Tip-off is about to begin for this matchup here. That beginning whistle is tweeted, and the ball is tossed. Winning the jump is Hermantown, coming with it early. As Hermanson has it, gets it down into the corner to Isabella W. Back up top to Hermanson. Drives down to the corner, back to Isabella W. Kicks it up to both. Now inside to Johnson, up for 2 off the glass, and Hermanson is off to the early lead here. Hermantown is off to the early lead. My apologies. The North Branch Vikings quickly bring it over. Lattimore has it on the far side, 45. Dribbling, defended very well, is tipped out of bounds there by both. So it will remain Vikings ball on their own sideline. And I believe that's Folkema is going to take it out of bounds there. No, Bisidou takes it out of bounds for the Vikings. Trying to get the inbound play to set up. She gets it inbounded up to Folkema now. And she gives it off to Kuhlman. Kuhlman drives into the near side, finds Lattimore cutting backdoor on the baseline, goes up with it, and gets blocked hard at the rim by Johnson there. And if that doesn't set the tone for the match, I don't know what will, but Kuhlman will take it out of bounds for the Vikings. Inbounding, finds Bistido up on the top of the key, gets it down low to a cutting, oh, that was, my apologies. Fulcoma had it on top of the key, finds Bistido down low. Now the ball is in the scramble. It's going to be given up to Fulcom on the top of the key. Does a quick Euro step and shoots up a floater off the glass. No good there. Rebound comes down to Bolf, and she's going to bring it up the court for the Hawks. Gets it over to Hermanson. Now over to Johnson at the top of the key. Finds down low is Decker. She's going to go up and off the glass with it for 2 points, and that's good. The Hawks with an early 4-0 lead here against the Vikings. And Kuhlman sets up the offense, drives in, and she's going to get fouled on her way down to the lane. So that's going to be no shooting foul. But it's going to come on number 21, Bailey Hermanson, her first team foul, and the game's first foul. Kuhlman now inbounds it, finds an open Bartkey down low. Good shot fake by Bartkey, goes up and off the glass for 2 points is good. And so now the Hawks get the ball on their own side here. Hermanson has it, shoots a wide open three-pointer on the top of the key. That one's going to fall for 3. And the Hawks off to another little lead. Kuhlman with it, quickly drives into the middle of the lane, shoots a floater from the elbow. It's going to go out of bounds on the rebound off of Bartkey's hand, it looks like, so it will remain. It will switch over to the Hawks' possession. Inbound is good to Hermanson. Drives through 3 defenders. Make that a 4th, up and off the glass with their left hand. That's good for 2. And now the Vikings need to answer here. Kuhlman will bring it up the court here. Dribbling to her left, finds Bistido in the corner, dribbles in to the middle of the lane, gets it over to Lattimore on the far side, 45. Dribbling up to the top of the key is cut off, gives it over to Fulcoma in the corner. Screen is set, she turns the corner, goes up, finds an open Bartkey on the box, is up, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Fulcoma, puts it back up off the glass, and that's good for 2 points. Hawks possession now, brings it across the timeline, into the corner to Decker, shoots the 3, in and out on that one. Rebound comes down to Bistido on that one, and Kuhlman will get it, finds an open Bartkey on the box. Can't do anything with it, though. Guarded very well. Tries to find an open Fulcoma down low. Tipped away. Gets it over to Bartkey. Puts it up off the glass. No good. And the rebound is going to come down to Decker for the Hawks. Gets it over to Bolf, who brings it across the timeline for the Hawks. Now over to Hermanson, who's going to shoot the 3 again. That's going to go off the front of the rim and no good for her. Kuhlman's going to come down with the rebound. Bring it all the way down the court herself. Euro step in. She's going to get the body call. And Kuhlman's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on Bailey Hermanson, her second and the team's second. First free throw is good from Kuhlman. Into the game now is Hope Kohansky for the Hawks, as well as Jalen Sherrill. Second free throw is good for Kuhlman there, and a timeout's going to be called, so we're going to do the same. Don't go anywhere, though, because we'll be right back here after word from a couple of our sponsors on 100.9 FM WCMP.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch, the premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Hermantown for tonight's Section 7 AAA playoff matchup. Semifinal, might I add, between the North Branch Vikings and the Hawks. Inbound is going to be completed for the Hawks over to Bolf, but she's going to get quickly trapped on her own side, 45. And a missed call there is going to end up with Cheryl getting her first points of the game. And a cross-court pass is going to be completed to Folkema for Kuhlman. She's going to take a deep three. No good on that one, but it's going to go out of bounds. And they're saying it's off of North Branch, where it will be Hawks basketball under their opponent's hoop. Into the game for the Vikings is number 25, Maria Damiani. And Cheryl is quickly going to bring the ball down for Hermantown, who finds a open Johnson on the other block, gets it up top. A three-pointer is going to come from Kohansky, but it's going to be no good. Rebound's going to come down to Cheryl and puts it back up off the glass, gets fouled, so she's going to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Caitlin Lattimore, her first and the team's first. Johanna Cheryl now for 2 free throws. First one is up. Trickles off the front rim and falls in. Second free throw coming from Cheryl here. This one's up. That one's also good. And now it is Vikings possession. Quickly getting it up the floor. Damiani gets it down low to Bartkey. Is going to be stolen away there by Kohansky. She's going to bring it up the floor herself on the far side, 45 now. Cross-court pass over to both on the other side, 45. Finds Johnson down into the high post. Gets it down low to Decker. Back up to Johnson into the corner now to Cheryl. And a foul is going to be called as she drives baseline with it. Foul is going to be on number 32, Isabella Folkema. Her first and the team's second. I think I heard Olsen has just checked into the game. Or Annika Nelson, I believe, has checked in for the Hawks as the Vikings quickly get a steal on the inbound play. They bring it down. It's Kuhlman with it at the top of the key. Now over to Lattimore in the corner, drives in, kicks it off to Damiani, but it's going to get stolen away from her, and it's Cheryl taking it down the floor. She has the numbers, but takes it herself off the glass. No good there. Rebound is going to come down to Damiani, and both is going to get a hand on it and get the jump ball called. Possession goes to the Vikings. And Bissido is checking back into the game for the Vikings. Folkema inbounds it to Kuhlman, who finds Lattimore near the timeline. Back to Folkema now, brings it across for them over to Kuhlman on the near side, 45. Shoots the deep three, off the rim, no good. Bartkey's going to come down with the rebound, puts it back up for 2. That one's good. And the Hawks will bring it across the timeline now. It's Nelson with it. Finds Decker down low, goes up and off the glass. Is blocked by Folkema, and Bartkey comes down with the rebound. Quickly gives it over to Kuhlman, who finds a Bissido on the near side, 45. Bartkey at the high post, finds a cutting Folkema, puts it up off the glass. No good on that one, and Kuhlman's going to come down with the rebound. Jump ball is called. I think Folkema actually cut off that pass from making it to Lattimore in the far side corner there. 12 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in this first half. And the Hawks lead 13 to the Vikings 8. Inbound is complete to both. Finds Johnson across court, then to Cheryl down low. But it's going to go off her fingers and go out of bounds there. So a turnover gives it over to the Vikings now. Folkema inbounds it to Kuhlman. Full court press being applied by the Hawks. Folkema back to Kuhlman now. Finds an open Bissido in the corner. Shot fake, drives baseline. Finds an open Lattimore, but she's going to get called for the double dribble there. And it will be Hawks basketball. Inbound to Nelson now. Over to both, and a trap coming at the half-court line. She's going to break out of it, though. Tries to find Johnson at the high post, gets out of her hand. Nelson picks it back up, drives baseline with it, kicks it over to both. Now to Cheryl, into Johnson in the low post. Up, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Folkema, and Kuhlman gets it to run it in transition. Slows it down, though, and tries to set up the offense. She does. On the near side, 45, gets it poked away by Cheryl there, so it will remain Vikings ball. A couple of subs in for the game here. Isabella W is back in. And the inbound is complete to Kuhlman. She drives with a screen set by Barkey. Finds an open Damiani down low. Goes up off the glass. Gets fouled. No good on the shot, but she's going to shoot 2 free throws. I think I just heard them say Wojciak. I'm just going to stick with Isabella W. First free throw from Damiani is up and no good on that one. Second free throw coming from Damiani now is up. And that one's going to trickle out, so no good on that one. Rebound comes down to Cheryl and gives it up to both to bring up the court. Trap tries to be applied, but a body is going to be called on Bistido. Her first, the team's third. Hawks ball on their own sideline here. Inbounding is both. Finds an open Johnson down low. Goes up and off the glass with it. That's good for 2. And now the Vikings get a chance with it. Long court pass complete to Bistido. Finds Damiani open on the far side, 45. Back up top to Kuhlman. Shoots the deep 3. Trickles out, no good there. Rebound comes down to Isabella W., and she gives it off to both to bring up for the Hawks. Crosses over one defender. Around a second, past the third, up off the glass, no good. Rebound is going to come down to Cheryl, but she's going to lose it. It's going to go out of bounds. And Vikings get it. 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go here. The Hawks lead 15-8. Kuhlman brings it up the court here. Gets it over to Folkema. Crosses the timeline with it. Back to Kuhlman now. Setting up the offense at the logo. Gets it over to Bistido on the near side, 45. Now up top to Damiani. Finds Bartkey at the high post. Back to Damiani at the top of the key. Shoots the 3. Wide open. No good there. Kuhlman comes down with the rebound. Puts it back up off the glass. Good for 2. And now the Hawks will take it down to their side of the floor and try and run the offense here. A three-pointer coming in the corner from Decker is going to be no good. And the rebound is going to come down to Bistido. And a foul is going to be called. That's on number 33, Isabella W., her second in the team's 4th now. Substitute coming in, it's going to be Hope Kohansky again. Inbound from Folkema to Kuhlman is good. Full court press still being applied here. Kuhlman crosses the timeline with it, drives in the middle of the lane, finds an open Bistido in the corner. Three-pointer is up. That's good for 3. And it's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Johnson gets it in the corner to Decker, finds Cheryl up on the near side, 45. Cross-court pass into the corner to Kohansky, who's wide open on the baseline cut and gets 2 points back for her team. So now more of a half-court press being applied, three-quarter court press being applied. Kuhlman easily gets it across for the Vikings. Now over to Damiani on the far side, 45-degree. Gets it to Folkema, finds a cutting Bartkey on the baseline. She puts it up and off the glass for 2. Great play by the Vikings there. And now Cheryl will get it across, finds Bolf on the other side, who drives in off the 45, loses her dribble, and falls on the ground. And I think a jump ball will be called here. Yes, it will. Oh, man. Into the game now is Bailey Hermanson back in for both. And Folkema gets it into Kuhlman here. 9.5 minutes to go. Kuhlman now brings it up, crosses the timeline with it. No trap comes. Barkey trying to set the screen. She finds an open Bistido, gets it inside to Folkema, across court to Damiani, finds Bartkey down low, shot fake with it, gets Damiani in the corner. Three-pointer is up, no good there. Folkema comes down with the rebound, gets it outside to Kuhlman. Three-pointer, bang from Kuhlman, that's good. Ella Kuhlman, 3 points, and North Branch has the lead now, 18-17. As Decker gets it in the corner, gets it back up to Kohansky, who finds Cheryl way in the other corner, drives baseline with it, is quickly covered by 3 defenders, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Folkema, so it will remain Hawks ball under her own basket. Nelson and Lattimore coming in for the Hawks and the Vikings. And we have a basketball game on our hand, folks. Inbound to Nelson is good. Into the corner, trying to find Hermantown down there is going to be tipped away by Damiani. Out of bounds now. Hermantown will take it out of bounds for the Hawks. Finds Johnson, then into Decker, who finds a wide open Nelson on the box, and that's going to be good for 2 points. And now the Hawks have regained the lead. The Vikings will take it back. Kuhlman brings it across the timeline for them, tries to find Lattimore on the baseline, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and Decker's going to save it from going out of bounds and gets to Nelson now, so turnover there. Hawks trying to find Johnson open on the cut there. It's going to be too tall for her and go out of bounds. You know, it's really hard to be too tall for Olivia Johnson. Oh, there's no heights on here, but she's probably the tallest player out there right now. She's taller than Bartkey, and Bartkey is 6 foot, I believe, maybe a little more. So Kuhlman brings it up for the Vikings. Back over to Lattimore here. Sets up the offense, finds Bissido on the 45. Picks her dribble up at the top of the key, finds Damiani, drives in, loses her dribble, and Cheryl's going to come up with it. Pushes it up the court to Kohanski, who gets it back to Johnson. Thinks about it, gets it over to Hermantown. Wide open three-pointer is going to fall for her. Her second three-pointer of the night. And so the Vikings got to answer here. Kuhlman brings it down, tries to get a pass down to Barkey, but it's going to be blocked away by Johnson. Nelson bringing it up for the Hawks. Now tries to get it to Johnson. No good on that one. It's tipped away, but Cheryl picks it up for them. Has it at the top of the key now, gets it over to Hermantown on the 45, dribbles it up to the top of the key. Shoots the three-pointer with a defender in her face, and that one is good. And a timeout going to come from the Vikings, so we're going to do the same. Don't go anywhere, though, because we'll be back here on 100.9 FM WCMP after a word from a couple of our sponsors.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to Section 7 AAA Girls Basketball Playoffs here. My name is Mac Nelson. We're right back into this game between the North Branch Vikings and the Hermantown Hawks. Lattimore has it on the near side 45, gets it into the high post to Folkema, finds Kuhlman in the corner, catches it, but it's a little too tall, so not a shot able to be had. Bissido gets it, swings it over to Lattimore in the near side corner, drives in, but defended really well, gets it up top to Bissido. Now back to Lattimore on the near side 45, shot fake, tipped away from her. It's going to be a jump ball between Lattimore and Kohanski. So possession goes to the Hawks now. And both will bring it up for the Hawks. Drives off the screen and roll up off the glass, no good. Kuhlman's going to come down with the rebound for the Vikings and bring it up across the timeline here. At the logo now, up to the top of the key, over to Bissido, finds number 22 wide open. I didn't even notice that she came into the game. But it's going to go out of bounds, tipped away. That's Annabelle Lattimore, so Lattimore's little sister. Inbounding the ball is Bissido, finds cutting Kuhlman on the sideline there, tries to get it up top to Lattimore, but it's going to be poked away by Johnson. In transition, it's going to be Hermantown with it, pulls it back out to the corner, gets it to Johnson down low, up to Cheryl. swings it around. Three-pointer coming from Kohansky. That's good for three. And now a 10-point lead for the Hawks. Coleman brings it up across the timeline over to Bissido on the near side 45. Back up top to Coleman. Deep three from Coleman. That's good for Ella Coleman. And she answers with one of her own. Three-pointer coming. I'm not even sure who that was. Was that Hermanson again? Yes, it was. Bailey Hermanson coming in with her fourth three-pointer here. She is sitting at 14 points tonight's matchup. A jump ball coming on the other end of the court. And possession should stay with the Vikings. And it's Aurora Decker back into the game for the Hawks. Bissido takes it out of bounds. Inbound, finds a cutting Coolman, goes up with it. Gets fouled on the layup there by, I believe, Johnson there. Yep, 55. That's Olivia Johnson. Her first and the team's fifth. So Ella Coolman will shoot 2 free throws here. First one is up. Off the back iron, no good there. Here comes the second one from Coolman. Off, trickles in and out there, and Cheryl's going to come down with the rebound. Over to Hermanson, finds Decker on the down low, goes up off the glass, is good, gets the and one. And that's Aurora Decker for 2 plus a free throw attempt. Joanna Barkey in now for Annabelle Lattimore. And Decker is shooting her and one here. The foul came on Caitlin Lattimore, it looks like, her second. Free throw from Decker is up and good there. And the Hawks extend their lead by a little bit more. Coolman gets the inbound and brings it up over to Folkema now. Back to Coolman. They need to get it across the timeline. She does. Finds a cutting Folkema. Goes up off the glass with it. Gets called for the travel, though, before it can be completed. And a turnover comes from the Vikings. 5 minutes to go in this first half. And the Hawks lead 34-21. Both brings it up. Hermanson brings it up. Gets a cross-court pass to Cheryl complete. Cross-court pass back to Hermanson. Ooh, a little bit of a miscommunication between Hermanson and both there. Hermanson went for the cut, both went for the cut, and Hermanson went for the pass, and it ends up flying out of bounds. No pass complete. Turnover coming from the Hawks. Coolman gets the inbound from Folkema here, brings it across the timeline herself. Screen is set by Bartkey. Coolman brings it back out to the 45, gets double team, finds an open Bissido, an open Lattimore in the corner. Three-pointer is up. That's good for three. Caitlin Lattimore is on the board with some points. Now the Hawks bring it up to their side of the floor. And a trap comes in the corner. Turnover from Decker gives it right to Coolman there. And she's going to bring it up the floor herself. Guarded by Nelson here. Brings it across the timeline. Screen is set. Doesn't use it. Three-pointer goes up from Coolman. No good on that one. And rebound comes down. Cheryl's with it. Goes cross court. And a foul is going to be called on Bartkey on the layup there. That's going to be Bartkey's first foul, I believe. Yes, her first foul. So that will send Cheryl to the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. That one's good. Second free throw from Cheryl is in the air. That one's also good from her. And the Hawks with the biggest lead of the night here. Folkema inbounds it to Coolman. Back to Folkema now. Gets it across to Bistido. Has it at the top of the key, trying to get people to move. No one is. Gets to Lattimore on the far near side corner. Drives up to the high post. Gets it over to Coolman on the far side 45. My apologies. Drives in, and a foul is going to be called on Nelson there. Her first and the team's 6th. So Kuhlman will take it out of bounds for the Vikings on their own sideline. Bissido gets it and gives it over to Folkema, who drives in the middle of the lane. Spin move, gets it open. Bartkey goes up, gets blocked, but before the shot, a travel is going to be called on Bartkey. So that's another turnover from the Vikings. Just handing it over to the Hawks there. Great move from Folkema, great find on Bartkey, but a travel is going to be costly. Both gets trapped here on the 45, but luckily finds it out to Hermanson, guarded by Bistido. Drives into the middle of the lane, goes up with it off the glass, no good there. Kuhlman comes down with it and is trying to move with it in transition. Doesn't have anyone open, so brings across the timeline, drives in the middle of the lane, finds Bistido open in the corner. A three-pointer goes up from her, no good. And the rebound is going to come down to Decker, who moves it in transition to Hermanson, guarded by Kuhlman. And they're going to call a foul on Kuhlman on that one. Ella Kuhlman's first foul, the team's 6th. And so both will take it out of bounds for the Hawks on their own sideline. Far sideline. Inbounds to Hermanson is good. Top of the key with it. Screen is set. Three-pointer coming from Hermanson. No good on that one. Rebound comes down to Johnson. Puts it back up. No good. Decker gets the rebound. Puts it up. She gets fouled on that layup. Foul's coming on Joanna Bartkey. Her second and the team's 7th. That's going to send Aurora Decker to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one is up. That one's good. Couple subs coming in. Nelson coming back in for the Hawks. Second free throw from Decker is up and off the back iron, no good. Lattimore comes down with the rebound. Kuhlman gets it from her and brings it up herself. Finds Bissido on the far side 45 over to Folkema on almost the near side 45. Dribbles in and a foul is going to be called on both, I believe. Yes, that's going to be Danica Bolf, her first foul in the team's 7th. So that's going to send Folkema to the line for a 1-and-1 bonus. Into the game is Hermanson back for Nelson now. First free throw from Folkema is up. Off the back iron, no good there. Off the hand of 4 players, and Bistido comes down with it. Gets it in the corner to Lattimore, who finds a cutting Kuhlman. Post move, goes up with it, is blocked by Decker. No good there. Cheryl comes down with the rebound, finds Hermanson, who finds a Decker down low. Just a little tall, so she doesn't get a shot off. Double teamed on the baseline. Finds an escape in Kohansky there and gets it over to Cheryl at the top of the key. Hands it off to Hermanson, who is setting up the offense. Screen is set there. Hermanson dribbles in. Give and go is good to Decker. Goes up floater. Good for 2 points. Now the Hawks with a commanding lead here. 2 minutes left to play. And Kuhlman is bringing it up for the Vikings. Gets it to Bissido on the far side, 45. Dribbles into the middle of the lane. Spin moves around her defender. And a travel is going to be called as she gets double teamed. Damiani coming back into the game for the Vikings. Hermanson bringing it up across the timeline now, guarded by Kuhlman. Drives to her right hand, goes into Lattimore, tips away over to Kohansky, who shoots the three, is no good. Rebound comes down to Hermanson and puts it up and gets fouled, so she's going to the line for free throws. Foul comes on Isabella Folkema, her second. First free throw is no good. A little bit of updates here. Ethan Game Day Gilman is over for the Sauk Center and Foley game. Sauk Center currently leads 35-19 over Foley. Adam Hefty is over for the Swanville Bram game, and at half, Swanville leads Bram 29-26 at halftime. Second free throw is up and no good from Hermanson. Rebound comes down to Jacob and puts it back up, no good there. Folkema is going to get the rebound that time and gives it off to Kuhlman. Kuhlman brings it across the timeline, dribbles in the middle of the lane, finds an open Bartkey, but it's getting stolen away by Cheryl, and she's going to bring it up. They have numbers 3-on-2, keeps it herself, is guarded well by Kuhlman. Finds an escape in both. Puts up the three-pointer. That's good. And Wolf is on the board with points now. Kuhlman will bring it up for the Vikings with a minute to play. Little jumper coming from the elbow, no good there. Bartkey gets the rebound and puts it back up, gets fouled, and she's going to shoot 2 now. Foul comes on number 1. That's Hope Kohansky, her first, the team's 8th. First free throw from Bartkey coming in, up and good. Now the second free throw from Bartkey is up and also good. So Cheryl will bring it up for the Hawks. Gets it over to both. Back to Cheryl now on the almost at the timeline. Trap coming. It finds an escape in Kohansky. Tries to get it over to both. It's stolen away by Lattimore. Jump stop goes up with it off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Kuhlman and Wolf, who get in a tussle, and that's going to be a jump ball. So now Nelson will take it out of bounds. Actually, Hermanson is coming in for Nelson, so Wolf will take it out of bounds, and Hermanson will receive it for the Hawks. Inbound is complete. Brings it across the timeline. Screen is set. Give and go to Johnson is up and good for 2 there. Olivia Johnson. And Kuhlman will bring it across the timeline here. 20 seconds to play. Three-pointer is up from her. No good there. And it's going to go out of bounds. Full court press coming from Kuhlman here, but they're going to easily get it into Cheryl. Brings it up, guarded by Damiani. Drives in the middle of the lane. Finds Kohansky up top to Hermanson now. Drives into the middle of the lane, goes up, gets fouled on the layup, and no good there. I believe that's going to be on Joanna Bartkey. Yes, Joanna Bartkey gets that foul. Her 3rd and the team's 9th. First free throw from Hermanson is up and no good. Second free throw coming from Hermanson here. 4 seconds to play. It's up. That one's going to fall for her. And Kuhlman shoots the buzzer beater. Almost goes in on the bank. No good there. But that's going to be halftime, folks. So currently going into halftime here, the Hawks currently lead the Vikings 44-26. And we're going to come back here for a little bit of halftime recap of that first half, what I saw, what I think could be done differently, some stats, and all that fun jazz. After a word from a couple of our sponsors, so don't go anywhere because we'll be right back here on 100.9 FM WCMP.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Hey there, sports fans. Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City, and we have a Lee's Crazy Sale going on. It's time to gear up for hockey, basketball, wrestling, or volleyball equipment, as it is all 20% off. That's right, 20% off all your favorite hockey, basketball, wrestling, and volleyball equipment. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Lee's Pro Shop has everything you need to take your game to the next level. So don't wait. Stop by Lee's Pro Shop today. Save big on your favorite sports equipment. Hurry in for Lee's Crazy Sale. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, load up on deals like Red Bull 8.4-ounce cans, 3 for $6.50, Frito-Lay varieties, buy one, get one free, buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King-Size candy bar for $2, and fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon to get ready for hunting and frying that turkey. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WCMP 100.9. My name is Mac Nelson here for the halftime recap of this Section 7 AAA playoff semifinals, girls basketball here in Hermantown. Looking at some stats from the game, starting with the Hawks, one big thing that I look at as an announcer and a statistics, I guess you could call me a statistics analytic, because I have to analyze stats throughout the game. But looking at the biggest thing for me is free throws. Free throws, free throws, free throws. Free throws win games. Free throws can lose games. They're super important. So looking at them, starting out with the Hawks, 7 for 11 for free throws. Not the worst I've seen, not the best I've seen. They're sitting just above that kind of 60% mark, I want to say. They're doing pretty good. One player in particular, Johanna Sherrill, is at 100% free throws. I'm going to knock on some wood here. I don't want to give the announcer's curse out, but that is the current stat I have for them. Looking at the Vikings, they are currently 4 for 8, so they're sitting right at that 50 percentile mark. Isn't bad, isn't really good. As a coach, you typically want your players, your percentage sitting around that 70%. So both teams kind of just touching the edge of it there. Currently at halftime, the Hawks lead 45-26, and let's talk about why. Multiple players here are coming in and scoring big points for the Hawks, especially Bailey Hermanson. She's coming in with 4 threes under her belt currently. She's currently their biggest scorer out there, and she has, I think, over 14 points, right around that 14-point mark. A couple other names out there. Johanna Sherrill coming in, getting a lot of good play. Aurora Decker is coming in and getting a lot of points for them. And then miscellaneous coming from across the board, across the players there. Looking at the Vikings, a couple of players stand out. Obviously, Ella Kuhlman's going to stand out. She got 2 threes of her own, and then a couple miscellaneous points there. Johanna Barkey, easy buckets down low. That's going to get you easy points. She's at 8 points herself. And then miscellaneous coming, a 3-pointer from Lattimore, a 3-pointer from Bistido. Miscellaneous points coming from across the board here. But one thing that needs to change for the Vikings is Kuhlman needs to stop shooting those super deep threes. If she was making them, that'd be a different story, but she's not right now, so she needs to stop that. The Hawks need to keep playing that aggressive full-court press, and they're going to be sitting fine for the rest of this game. With that being said, that's going to be my halftime wrap-up. We're going to hear a word from a couple of our sponsors, and then we'll be back to finish up this semifinals playoff match here on 100.9 FM WCMP. We'll be back after a word from a couple of our sponsors.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things. like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsand, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Embrace Orthodontics would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. It's people like you that make Christmas a sacred, meaningful occasion. Embrace Orthodontics wants to thank you for allowing us to serve you over this past year, and we look forward to continuing to provide quality orthodontic care with Invisalign and braces in the year ahead. Gifts come and go, but a smile is forever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Embrace Orthodontics. Find us online at embracemn.com.
Baseball and softball coaches, are you looking for dry, warm practice time?
Here's the Pitch in North Branch can help. Here's the Pitch offers amazing indoor options for your team.
Offering state-of-the-art pitching machines and batting cages.
And space for you to give instruction without worrying about the weather outside.
Take your athletes to the next level.
Coach up your team during every season or off-season. Affordable practice space for your ball teams.
Make your reservation today.
Call Here's the Pitch today or visit them on Facebook.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got a quick meal on the go for you. $3 gets you a hot snack or hot dog, chips, and a Polar Pop. $4 for a breakfast sandwich, hash brown, and medium coffee. Or $5 gets you a personal pizza and a 20-ounce Pepsi. Get snacking. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Welcome back to WCMP 100.9. My name is Mac Nelson, and I'm bringing you the call here from Hermantown. After halftime, we currently are sitting with the Hermantown Hawks at 44 and the North Branch Vikings at 26. So far, an exciting first half of basketball here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But we have a whole nother half to play, so don't count either team out quite yet. Hopefully some good words were said in the locker room. Sometimes coaches can have good things to say, sometimes not so good things to say. But that's okay, because we're about to get underway here as that buzzer is about to sound. There it is. Gosh, I'm good. And we're going to get this second half underway. The Hawks break their huddle. North Branch is already waiting on the floor to get this game underway. 18 minutes of basketball left to play, and one team is going to be going home from this year's playoff tournament. So that being said, Folkema inbounds the ball. That whistle is blown, and Kuhlman receives the pass. Brings it across the timeline here over to Bistido. Gets it on the high post. Now to Folkema, over to Bistido on the far side, 45. Finds Bartkey in the high post, up top to Kuhlman. Thinks about the deep three, but doesn't pull it. Gets to Lattimore for a wide open three in the corner. Just long on that. But Folkema's going to come down with the rebound and get it to Kuhlman, who's going to shoot the deep three there. Off the back iron, no good. Lattimore comes down with the rebound, and she's going to fall. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Lattimore, so it will be Hawks basketball. And Hermanson quickly gets it and brings it across the timeline for the Hawks. Finds a wide open Decker in the corner. Shoots the three. That's good from Aurora Decker. And the Hawks off to an early lead here Kuhlman brings it across the timeline for the Vikings. Finds Lattimore on the far side 45, finds Folkman down low. Bartkey at the high post is found, puts it up off the glass, no good there. Decker's going to come down with the rebound, gets loose from Folkman there, but Decker's going to get it back, gets it to Hermanson for on the 45, finds Isabella at W down low, drives baseline, finds Bolf out on the near side 45, then finds Decker over to Johnson, who gets a wide open look at the rim, no good there. Rebound's going to come down to Bistido, and the Vikings get a stop there. Kuhlman brings it across the timeline now. Driving, defended very well by Hermanson. Gets it over to Bistido on the near side 45. Into the high post is Folkema. Drives in, finds Bartkey on the low post. Up off the glass, no good there. Rebound's going to come down to Decker. And another unanswered score. Quick Bull finds wide open Johnson down low. Puts it up off the glass, but it's going to roll off the rim. No good there. And Bistido is going to come down with the lead. Bistido gets it over to Lattimore, into Bartkey, now up to the high post is Folkema, puts it up and is blocked, but gets the foul drawn on Olivia Johnson, so that's going to be her second foul, and that's going to send Folkema to the free throw line. A little bit of an update over there. Adam Hefty's game went to overtime, but I just got the update for the final overtime call. And Swanville beats Bram 58, my apologies. Bram beats Swanville 67-58. I read the text wrong. That's in overtime. Bram wins it, which is an exciting turn of events. I am sure that was a good game to call. First free throw from Folkema comes to no avail to them, and the second one also does not fall for them, so the rebound's going to come down to Decker. Gets it over to Bolf, who finds Hermanson, drives in, and gets blocked, but a foul is going to be called on Folkema. It looks like Hermanson might have actually gotten hit in the eye on that one. But she says she's fine and walks to the free throw line here. Isabella Folkema, it's going to be her third foul. Bailey Hermanson shooting 2 free throws. First one is up. That one's good. Second one is up and also good. And so the Vikings will get it now, and they need to answer here. Bistido gets it across the court. Far side 45 is Lattimore. Gets it back to Bistido on the high key. Finds a high post. Folkema gets it to Bartkey. Now back to Bistido. Lattimore in the far side corner. Up top to Bistido. Finds Folkema down low. Shot fake and goes, but she's going to get called for the travel on that one, and she doesn't look happy about it. Asking coach what to do. I don't know what to do there either. So the Hawks will get it in. Hermanson brings it up and across the timeline for them. Gets it over to Bolf now. Crossover, drives into a wide open lane, up off the glass. That's good for 2. That's Danica Bolf there. Now Kuhlman will bring it across the timeline for the Vikings. Over to Bistido on the near side, 45, drives in, gets it stolen away by Bolf. Quickly pushes it up the floor to Hermanson running with her, puts it up off the glass. That's good for 2. Vikings need an answer here. Have not scored yet this half. 15 minutes to play. Coleman gets it to Bistido. Finds a Folkema in the high post. Finds Bartkey down low. Puts it up off the glass. That's good for 2. Joanna Bartkey. And so Vikings have answered. Now they just need to get a stop on defense here. Hermanson pulls it back and thinks about the three-pointer. Gives it over to Bolf. Back up top to Hermanson now. Drives in, finds Decker at the high post, shoots it from the elbow, no good there. Tries to save it as Hermanson going out of bounds, but Bartkey is going to grab it and give it up to Kuhlman here. Brings it down for the Vikings, finds Lattimore on the far side 45, back up to Kuhlman. Now finds Folkema wide open down low, but it's too tall for her, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Isabella W. And now 3 players coming in for the Hawks. New player, Sophia Peterson, coming in. Now as Kuhlman inbounds it, gets it to Bartkey. Now up top to Bistido, over to Lattimore. Finds Kuhlman in the corner. Shot fake, drives in to no avail. pulls it back out, shoots a deep three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound's going to come off of Barkey's hands over to Cheryl, and she's going to take it all the way herself. Jump stop, gets it in the corner. Now up to Nelson, who shoots a deep three from the far side, 45, no good there. And rebound's going to come down to Folkema. Then Kuhlman brings it across the timeline here and gives it over to Lattimore on the near side, 45, finds Bartkey at the high post. Tries to hit it cutting Kuhlman, pulls it back herself and shoots the two-pointer. Rebound is going to go off of the Hawks, or off of Kuhlman's hand. And Damiani is going to come in for the Vikings now, so it will be Hawks basketball. And Nelson will inbound it to Hermanson. Brings it across the timeline for the Hawks. Screen is set, finds Peterson on wide open in the corner, who gives it right back to Hermanson, drives in, and gets a foul called on the ground by Lattimore. Going to be her third foul, I believe. Caitlin Lattimore's third foul there. So Hermanson will inbound it for the Hawks. Finds Cheryl, goes up with it, no good there. And it's going to go off of Hermanson's hand out of bounds. Folkema will inbound it to Kuhlman. Brings it up now across the timeline. He's guarded by Nelson. Double team comes, finds an open Damiani on the near side 45, who gets it across to Lattimore on the far side 45. High post to Folkema, shot fake, drives in. It's going to be passed out to Lattimore, shoots it three in the corner, just too long. Rebound comes down to Kuhlman, puts it up off the glass, no good there. This time it's going to be Peterson for the Hawks coming down with the rebound. She gives it up to Cheryl and brings it across the timeline for them. Three-pointer coming from Hermanson in the corner for the Hawks, no good. Rebound coming down to Damiani and over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman brings it, crosses over at the logo, is double-teamed currently. Someone's open, finds an open Bartkey. Shot fake, gets her to go, goes up with it, foul called on Johanna Cheryl. It's going to be her first, the team's second this half. So that will send Johanna Bartkey to battle of the Johannas down there. First free throw from Bartkey is good. Second free throw coming. Johanna Bartkey versus Johanna Cheryl. Second free throw from Johanna Bartkey is good. And now the Hawks will bring it up. It's Hermanson. Hesitation, goes in and up over defenders. No good on the layup, though. Kuhlman comes down with the rebound, and Hermanson's going to apply the full court pressure. Double team coming from Nelson and Hermanson on Kuhlman. Finds Folkema, gives it to Damiani, back to Folkema. Long two-pointer coming. Rebound comes down to Kuhlman, who puts it back up off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up again. That's going to be good for two, though. And a timeout is going to be called. We're going to do the same, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a word from a couple of our sponsors here on WCMP 100.9 FM.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WCMP 100.9. My name is Mac Nelson. This is the Section 7 AAA girls basketball semifinals playoff match between the Hermantown Hawks and the North Branch Vikings. That is all relevant information, especially if you are just now joining me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 12 minutes to go in the second half. The Hawks currently lead 54-32 over the Vikings. As Hermanson brings it across the timeline for the Hawks, finds a cutting Cheryl down low, who pulls it back out, which is a smart play. She was guarded by two defenders there. Then dribbles back baseline, finds Kohansky on the corner there. Gets it up to Nelson at the high post, goes up with it, off the glass. That's good for two. that's good for Nelson for 2. Kuhlman brings it across the timeline for the Vikings now. Dribbles to the near side 45. Is double teamed, finds Bartkey down low. Battle of the Johannas right now. Tries to give a little backdoor pass to Kuhlman, but it's going to be stolen away by Kohanski. She's going to find a wide open Nelson in the corner who decides to take it baseline. Reverse layup from Nelson is good for another 2 points. And the Hawks extend that lead. Kuhlman brings it up, shoots a logo three-pointer off the front of the rim. No good there. Turnover. Rebound goes down to Kohanski, who gives it up to Hermanson. Tries to thread the needle to Nelson. It's going to be no good. And a jump ball going to come on the floor there. Full line change coming from the Hawks. I see a new player in there, number 13. That is Claire Nixic. Inbound is good. Both has it now. Gets it inside to Johnson. Three-pointer coming from Decker on the near side 45. Trickles out, and Damiani is going to come down with that rebound. Gives it up to Kuhlman to bring it across the timeline. Almost finds Folkema down low. And a jump ball is going to be called. So possession keeps it under North Branch's basket. Kuhlman to inbound it. Gets it into Folkema in the corner. Finds Kuhlman on the block now. Gets it back to Folkema. Dribbles in. Finds Kuhlman in the corner. Shoots the three-pointer. No good there. Rebound comes down to Decker for the Hawks. And she gives it up to both now. Who finds Nixic down low. And she's going to get called for the travel. I think she got a little excited that she got the ball wide open down there. That being said, we have Annabelle Lattimore, I believe Annabelle Lattimore. Yes, Annabelle Lattimore coming back into the game, as well as Bistido for the Vikings. 10 minutes left to play. Kuhlman brings it up and gives it over to Damiani, who hesitations, drives in, gets it back out to Kuhlman. Screen is set for, drives in the middle of the lane, gets triple teamed, finds an open Damiani, that's going to be tipped away by Johnson there. And so it will remain Vikings ball just from their own sideline. Folkema will take it out. Inbounds it to Kuhlman here, who gets double teamed quickly off the inbound. Finds Damiani, who gets it over to Bistido. Thinks about shooting it, doesn't. Gets it back up top to Kuhlman. Foul is going to be drawn there on Nixic. Her first, and it's the team's third this half. So Folkema will inbound it again from their own sideline here. Completes it to Bistido, who gives it to Kuhlman at the logo. Finds Damiani on the 45, over to Bistido on the top of the key. Shot fake and travels, so an unforced turnover there from the Vikings. So now it is Hawks ball. Inbound is complete to both. Over to Isabel W. in the corner to Decker. Drives baseline with it. Gives it back to Isabel W. on the near side 45. Tries to find Nixic on the other 45, but it's going to go off her hands and go out of bounds. So a turnover coming from them will result in Vikings basketball. Inbound to Kuhlman is complete. She brings it up. It's fancy with it. Almost gets it stolen by Nixic, but keeps it. Finds Damiani on the 45, back up top to Kuhlman. Thinks about shooting it, but drives in with it. Tries to find Lattimore down low, Annabelle Lattimore down low, and that's going to be pass out of bounds. Turnover coming from the Vikings. Both gets the inbound for the Hawks. It quickly brings it up, takes it herself, finds Decker in the corner, gives it over to Isabel W. Shot fake, drives in the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Johnson, who kicks it out to Nixic, shoots the three-pointer off the glass, no good there, and Damiani is going to get the rebound for the Vikings. Kuhlman will bring it across the half court mark and give it up to Bistido, who finds Folkema at the high post, shoots it from the elbow for two, rims around and falls in. That's Isabella Folkema for 2 points there. The Hawks quickly bring it across. Three-pointer coming from Decker in the corner, wide open. That's good for three. That's Aurora Decker with a three-pointer. And Folkema brings it across the timeline there for the Viking. Gets it over to Damiani on the far side of 45. Back to Kuhlman, who finds Fulcom at the high post. She's going to draw the foul at that high post mark. And that's going to be on Nixic, her second foul, and the team's fourth. So she's going to get subbed out of the game there. And inbound is good to Damiani, who's dribbling with it, drives in, kicks it out to Kuhlman. Shot fake, drives into the baseline, tries to kick it back out, but it's going to get stolen away by Johnson. To both, over to Hermanson, wide open, no good on the coast-to-coaster. Bartkey's going to come down with it and give it up to Kuhlman. Tried to run with it in transition, but too many defenders clogging up the middle of the court. Passes it over to Damiani, who quickly takes it and goes to her left with it. Passes it off of Decker's foot back to herself, finds Kuhlman for the deep three. No good there. Rebound comes down to Hermanson. She's going to battle her way through two defenders, gives it up to both. Shot fake gets her to go. Back to Hermanson in the corner. She shoots the three-pointer. No good there, just short. And Johnson finds a rebound, who passes it back into Bistido. So North Branch with it now. Kuhlman brings it across the timeline. Stolen away by both, and she's got Hermanson running with her in transition. Left-handed layup up off the glass. No good, but the rebound comes down to both, who puts it up for the and one. So she missed the initial layup, but then Bolf is able to put it up for 2 points plus a free throw attempt. That foul is going to be coming on Maria Damiani, her first and the team's third of this half. 7 minutes to play in this game. The Hawks currently lead 63-34. That and one is going to be good for both. And a timeout is going to be called, so we're going to do the same. Don't go anywhere, though, because we'll be right back here for the rest of this game on WCMP 100.9 FM.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
Welcome back to WCMP 100.9. My name is Mac Nelson, and we are here for the Section 7 AAA playoff game. Girls high school basketball. The inbound is good to Kuhlman for the Vikings here. Gets it up the court to Damiani, who finds Bartkey at the high post. Not defending, so she's just going to shoot it. That's good for two. Joanna Bartkey. And get some points back for her team there, as Bolf quickly brings it up for the Hawks and gets it in transition there to Decker and over to Hermanson, who's going to shoot the three in the corner. Good over her defender. Bailey Hermanson with another three-pointer on the night. So Lattimore will inbound it to Kuhlman here. 6.5 minutes to play. Finds Damiani in the corner. Dribbles up to the 45, gets it back to Kuhlman. Finds Bartkey in the high post. Isn't defended again, so she shoots it, and she's going to draw the foul there from Kohansky. That's going to be her second and the team's fifth this half. Bartkey's first free throw is up and good. Second free throw from Bartkey is up and no good off the back iron. And it's going to be Kohansky with the rebound there. Drives up, gets it over to Nelson, who drives into a wide open lane, left-handed layup, but she's going to get called with the travel, unfortunately. So a turnover coming from the Hawks, and Vikings will get the ball. Kuhlman will get it on the inbound. Brings it across the timeline over to Damiani. To Kuhlman in the corner, shoots the three-pointer. That's good. Ella Kuhlman for three. And the Hawks quickly bring it up across the timeline. It's Hermanson, gets it over to Sherrill. Guarded by Damiani, gets it over to Nelson on the far side, 45, drives in. Finds Johnson wide open on the cut there. That's up and good for 2 off the glass. And the Vikings run with it in transition here. Bring it up across the timeline. It's Kuhlman. Over to Damiani on the near side 45. Finds Barkey in the high post. Shoots it. No good there. Rebound comes down to Johnson and gives it over to Hermantown. Brings it across the timeline. Stutter step goes in herself. Hands it off to Cheryl, though. Gives it to Nelson, who shoots the 3. And that's wide open. Nelson, 3-pointer. Good. 5 minutes to play. Kuhlman gets it over to Damiani, who shoots a deep 3-pointer for the Vikings. It's going to be no good off the front rim. Hermanson behind the back pass at Nelson in transition. Up off the glass. That's good. What a fancy play there. Now Kuhlman brings it up across timeline. Gets to Damiani on the near side 45. Holds it. Nobody's moving. They can't find anyone to do anything with. Gets it back to Lattimore here, who dribbles up. Gets it back to Damiani on the top of the key. Nobody is moving from the Vikings. The screen is set. Damiani for 3. No good there. It's going to go off the rim and out of bounds. And unfortunately, that's going to be a turnover for the Vikings. Annika Nelson has been on fire this half. Oh, man, a whole squad change here. 15 with it on the far side, 45. That's Nick Sitch, who shoots the 3-pointer. No good there. Rebound's going to come down. 15 with the 2-pointer there. That's good for 2. That's Alexis Chandler with 2 points for her team. And now Kuhlman will bring it up and across for the Vikings. Finds Joanna Barkey down low, goes up off the glass, gets blocked though, throws it up off the side of the backboard. It's going to fall on the ground, and a jump ball is going to be called. And a foul is going to be called on Folkema there. Sorry, I was writing down some names that I had missed, but Isabel Folkema draws her 4th foul. Inbound pass coming from Weiss. Gets it in the corner to Nick Sitch, who shoots the 3. No good there. Rebound comes down to Folkema and gets it over to Kuhlman to bring up. Under 3 minutes to play here. Bissido in the corner, steps up and shoots the 3. That's good. Bissido for 3. Hawks lead 76-43. It's going to go out of bounds off of Chandler's hand, so it will be Vikings basketball again. We are now in running time. 2.5 minutes ticking down here. And Bissido gets it on the near side 45. Thinks about shooting it, but gives it to Folkema on the high post. She's going to travel with it. So a turnover coming from the Vikings. And Evie Nelson and Audrey Schott coming in. Audra Schott for the Hawks. Schott bringing up the ball, gets it over to Chandler. Shot fake drives in, gives it up to Schott, and it's going to go up and good. And I'm assuming that was Schott's first varsity points, as the bench went crazy there. Bissido gets it on the near side 45. Finds Folkema in the high post, who finds a Bartkey wide open, goes up, a shot fake, gets someone to go, gets the foul, no good there. So Bartkey will go to the line. .43, that's going to be Brayden Giesen. First, team 6th. Bartkey with the first free throw there is good. And it looks like the varsity is being brought out from North Branch here, and JV is being put in. The only varsity player still out there is Bartkey. Her second free throw is good. And the last varsity player subs out for North Branch. And the clock is winding down. Under a minute to go, 45 seconds now. In transition as Giesen finds it. Chandler now with it for the Hawks. Finds it down low. That's Schott who goes up with it. No good. Rebound's going to come down to Lombard. In transition, running with it. Lombard has it, Lombard on the near side 45. Tries to get it down low to, I can't see her number down there, to Orff, but it's going to go tipped out of bounds. Inbound is going to be tipped out of bounds as well. 15 seconds. That clock is going to wind down here. 10 now. Inbound coming here is completed to Peterson. And throws it away out of bounds, and that's how the clock is going to wind down. And the Hermantown Hawks win the Section 7 AAA playoff matchup semifinals. They're going to the finals. So with that, like I said, the Hermantown Hawks win the Section 7 AAA playoff semifinals over the North Branch Vikings 78-45. So we are going to take a break here, hear a word from a couple of our sponsors, wrap it up with the postgame, and that's going to be all she wrote, folks. So we'll be right back here on WCMP 100.9 FM after a word from a couple of our sponsors.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home? Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WCMP 100.9 FM. My name is Mac Nelson here for the post-game wrap-up here after that matchup between the Hermantown Hawks, who take it handedly 78-45 over the North Branch Vikings for the Section 7 AAA playoffs semifinal. So let's take a look at some stats from this game, break it down, see what I think might have happened, might be happening, not 100%. But we're just going to take a look at the game as a whole and see where some improvements could have been made here tonight. First off, looking at the biggest thing for me, free throw percentage. Even though it wasn't a factor in this game, it's usually a factor, especially when we get in these playoffs and anything can happen. Looking at them for the whole game, the Hawks shot 10 for 14. So that's 5 for 7. That's above that 70% mark, I believe, just by a hair. So they're good there. The coach should be happy about that free throw percentage. As for the Vikings, they shot 9 for 17, so not very good there. Just over 50%, keeping with their trend in the first half, but 9 for 17 for the whole game. Not really the best. It's pretty poor. I think that's 5 for 9. So right on that trend. Unfortunate for them. That is going to be the end of their season. Congrats to their team for a great run and a great season there. You hate to see them go out like this, especially for those seniors like Ella Kuhlman, Johanna Bartkey, and like Caitlin Lattimore, as well as Ashley Bistido and Maria Damiani, Isabella Folkema, and Haley Diaz out there. So unfortunate for there, but they had a good season. They made a good final push. And it ended up not going their way, but they made a great run here, made it to the semifinals. Unfortunately for them, they're not going to be able to go on to that final matchup. But looking at some scoring stats from tonight, Bailey Hermanson really coming out and playing well. Aurora Decker coming out with a couple big threes in that second half to really extend that lead to where they wanted it. And then Annika Nelson also stepping up for that second half there, ladies and gentlemen. As for the Vikings, Joanna Bartkey stepping it up there, making a lot of free throws, as well as obviously Ella Kuhlman coming out and making good plays. Fulcom making big plays down low, and Ashley Bissido hitting a couple threes there. So both teams played a good match. The Hawks just unfortunately played a better match. As for you guys, thank you so much for listening, especially if you're listening on 100.9 FM WCMP or on our YouTube channel, Q Media Sports. We appreciate you all very much. Without you, we would not be able to do what we're doing here today. So thank you guys all very much for your support. And it wouldn't be possible without you. A huge thank you to our sponsors. It also wouldn't be possible without you out there. So we appreciate each and every one of you. You are the reason we get to do what we love to do out here. If you are watching on YouTube, you should be able to see the schools that we cover out there. We're covering lots of schools here, especially we're getting into that playoff section. We got the girls playoff this and next week, and the boys playoffs start next week as well. So if you want to know what games we're going to do, where we're going to be, go to our website at WCMP.com, as well as our KBEK and our Facebook pages, because we post our games there as well. So if you want to know where we're going to be, you can click on them. Hyperlink takes you right to the YouTube scheduled broadcast for that day, so you know when it's going to start, where it's going to be, who's going to be playing, and all that good information that you need. With that being said, here tonight, the final score coming at Hermantown Hawks 78 and the North Branch Vikings 45. The Hawks will be going on to the final, the championship game. And that's going to be an exciting matchup for them. I don't actually know what it is yet. I haven't heard anything about the winner, who they're going to be playing. But that's your final score from this semifinal matchup for Section 7 AAA. My name is Mac Nelson on the call. Thank you guys so much for listening. That's all I have for you this afternoon. Everyone stay safe and stay healthy out there. Have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, load up on deals like Heggy's Pizza, 2 for $16 with a new breakfast pizza available. Starbucks Frappuccinos are 2 for $7. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size for only $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon. Get ready for hunting and frying that turkey 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Free college is possible at Pine Technical and Community College. Students of all ages may be eligible for a tuition and fee-free pathway to education thanks to the new North Star Promise Scholarship. If you're a resident of Minnesota and have a family-adjusted gross income of $80,000 or less, apply online today for free and join us in high-demand programs such as nursing, gunsmithing, machining, automated systems, cybersecurity, early childhood education, liberal arts, and more. Whether you're starting out or starting over, learn more at pine.edu.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the Pitch, the premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Hey there, sports fans. Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City, and we have a Lee's Crazy Sale going on. It's time to gear up for hockey, basketball, wrestling, or volleyball equipment, as it is all 20% off. That's right, 20% off all your favorite hockey, basketball, wrestling, and volleyball equipment. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Lee's Pro Shop has everything you need to take your game to the next level. So don't wait. Stop by Lee's Pro Shop today. Save big on your favorite sports equipment. Hurry in for Lee's Crazy Sale. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, load up on deals like Red Bull 8.4 ounce cans, 3 for $6.50. Frito-Lay varieties, buy one, get one free. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size candy bar for $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon to get ready for hunting and frying that turkey.